because I do have some notes that are still stored away in a storage unit in another state where they have had to be put for safety, and I've not gotten them yet. Okay? In fact, there's 3 boxes of notes. Just not even go there. Okay? These 7, I'm sorry. Some of these tubes have snapped. In other words, as the galaxy expanded, okay, there were breakages in these wormholes or space highways. No galactic races to the present time, and this is as of 11 months ago, Earth time, okay, knew how they were built or who they built them or who built them, and they can't be repaired because we don't know how they were built. Nobody knows how they were built. Okay? There is an assumption by many that the founders created them, which is how they were able to do all of the terraforming and echo building in the galaxy in preparation for life to be introduced here. There is an assumption that that's who built it. The truth is, we don't really know for sure. It could have been built by someone even before them. We don't know. Okay? Because according to the Andromedans, third density, as we know it, is 21 billion years old. Okay? The universe that we know of, which includes all the dimensions, is 21 trillion years old in Earth years. Okay? Which is a staggering number. Absolute staggering number. Okay, we're going to get to some slides here in just a little bit. Okay. According to Morine and the Andromedans, only 2 of the superhighways, the wormholes, have not snapped in our galaxy. Okay? So out of the 17, 2 are still fully operational. As trade increased, the spread of life forms also takes place. The experimentation of transplanting life forms and vegetation is in full swing. Okay, now let's go back to the dates. 245 million to 65 million years ago. Our extraterrestrial ancestors are now transplanting vegetation and life forms from other systems to other star systems. Okay? The transplanting of life forms is only with life that has potential. Now, what their actual definition of that potential is, I can't tell you because I don't know. But according to Morine, this potential can only develop in complex ecologies. And by far the most complex ecology or ecosystem in the galaxy is O2, oxygen-based, which is what we are. Truly complex ecosystems only occur in a relatively small number of planets in the galaxy. Now that might be, several billion planets. But when you take into account, how many suns and how many actual star systems we have, it is in fact a small amount. Even though to us, we would say, my God, there's 200 billion Earths out there? I mean, that's a staggering number to us. But in the big scope of things, it's actually a very small amount. Because the hydrogen ecosystems, by by far outweigh all the others. Okay? It follows that a complex ecosystem, planet-wide ecosystem, is the next most valuable thing in the universe to consciousness. Species, however, come and go, but a truly rich biosphere will endure as long as it's not compromised. Dinosaurs, birds, and other life forms, fruit trees, are brought to our solar system and transplanted on the three ecosystems in our solar system. They are Earth, Mars, and Uranus. All developed extraterrestrial races have already impressed on their civilizations that conservation of biospheres was and is simply a necessity. Okay? This is 245 million to 65 million years ago. Okay? They were already teaching their children about conservation of the ecosystem. Okay. The Cenozoic era, 65 million years ago to present. Okay? We're going to get through this and then we're going to get really down into some fun stuff. Earth-taught history, sometimes called the Age of Mammals, because the largest land animals and mammals show up during this time. It is also the age of flowering plants, the age of insects, the age of fish, and the age of birds. Okay? Andromedan-taught history. Our solar system is being visited more and more. Three very complex ecosystems exist here already. Okay, we've already covered that. The first full-time, self-contained biosphere called an Eden. And I'm going to use that word because that's what the Orions called it. That's what the Draco have a different language, but that's what the Orions called it. That's what the Nibiru called it. That's what the Aldebarans called it. And that's what the Pleiadians call it, an Eden, okay? Which is like a garden. It's a fully transplantable biosphere, having everything they need to exist somewhere else. Okay? Now, we do not really appreciate how smart our ancestors are. Okay? Because they don't always travel in very large spacecraft. But what they have learned to do is travel light and make sure that whatever it is that they need, they have or they can grow. Now, virtually every mothership has an internal ecosphere. Every one. Now, we see the scout craft, we see the 4, the 5, the 100-mile craft. The 100-mile may have some kind of an ecosphere inside of it because it has a crew. That crew needs to eat. Okay? So they will create a park-like setting, an ecosphere, inside those spacecrafts. Most of the craft that have hit the Earth are just little scout ships. Okay? If a 100-mile mothership hit the Earth, we'd have a pole shift, and everybody would know about it. Okay? But the very large ships, and I'll give you the example of the Andromedan motherships, they're complete spheres, and on the inside they are complete worlds unto themselves. In the center of these crafts, and they may have as many as 3, they will have ecosystems, parks, as big as 21 miles long. The one that I saw was 21 miles from one end to the other. For me, and it was 900 miles. Okay. And for me to literally see every inch of that ship would take 25 years. That's how big it was. Had everything. Everything. In these parks, you could not even tell that you were in a spacecraft. You would think you were in a park, you know. Agora Hills, California.